Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of our new season called Elevation. It's your girl, Kaylin. And we're back with another episode, y'all. And today's episode is called Elevate Your Habits, which I feel like is a great episode for us to talk about because habits build a whole lot. Like how habits build routine, essentially. No, routine builds habits, really.
Yeah,
routine builds habits, but habits are so important because your habits is really what's gonna like make or break your journey to elevation. And you have to sometimes like reevaluate what your habits are, reevaluate what your routine is. Like it's a lot. And sometimes like we don't think about it like that. Like we don't think about our day-to-day habits really having like such a big impact on what our goals are or what our future is. But it means so much. So today we're just going to be talking about our habits, our routines, what our ideal routines are, what habits we want to do versus like the habits that we actually have, and whether or not our habits are putting us on the path to success, whether our habits are putting us on the path to accomplishing our goals. So the first question that I'm going to pose to kind of just get this conversation started is, what is y'all's ideal routine? And the reason why I'm saying ideal is because we not perfect. Mm-hmm. And I know like I don't even really have a routine set up for myself that I wish I did. So what is your ideal routine? Like if you could do this in a week, like on a weekly basis, let's just do it like on a weekly basis, Monday through Friday, like what would your ideal routine be?
Okay, Monday through Friday, ideal or like realistic? Like post? Like if no school was in play?
No, like realistic right now.
Okay.
Realistic, but ideal because even sometimes the realistic routines, we just don't even be doing it.
Okay. So I think mine would be like Monday, you know, I'm the real cliche. Monday, let's get it started. Wake up early, go to the gym. Y'all, when I tell you I am a matcha girl through and through,
oh
like I am going to go to Starbucks, get my matcha. I'm going to tell you on my order.
I was about to say, please tell me your order because it's so good.
It is a venti iced green tea matcha latte with oat milk. 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla syrup. Sugar-free, you know, we gotta be a little healthy. With, what else? A shot of espresso, because it's morning time. I'm not getting my coffee in, but I need a little rev, you know? Like, let's start the day.
Right.
So I'm gonna get that, and then I'm gonna do my vanilla sweet cream cold foam on top to top it off. Yes, I'm mixing dairy and non-dairy. Argue with your mama, I don't care. I'm mixing both of them, because it's just so, they need to come up with oat milk, sweet cream, cold foam, but whatever. They haven't. Mm-hmm. So that is my order. Start out with my matcha. Let's see. I go to the gym. I try to eat 3 times a day. And y'all, I used to be so like, because I'm at the point in my life where I'm like, I want to maintain my health with fitness, you know, but I also eat terribly. So I got to figure out how I can do both, but we trying, eat 3 times a day. So I would have my breakfast and then I would go in to do my work and my internship. So I am interning and in school. So I do both, you know, up until like 5 o'clock. So you get in that 9 to 5 type vibe.
Right.
Then afterwards, create some content. In a perfect world, I would do that. Create some content because y'all, it don't be happening sometimes. Like it just doesn't happen the way I wanted to. But this is perfect world. And I would create my content, make my dinner, watch my show, make my FaceTime calls, like call my family, whatever, call my friends, and go to bed by 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
But reality is might make it to the gym. I'm always gonna have my matcha though. That's one thing I'm always gonna have. My matcha. Matcha gets done. The gym, you know, sometimes we make it, sometimes we don't. Breakfast, sometimes we eat it, sometimes we don't. Work, sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't.
I'm with y'all.
But I'm gonna have dinner. That's one thing. I'm gonna have that dinner because I'm not eating sleep for dinner. I'm not eating sleep for dinner.
I tried, you know.
Shoot, that's my, shout out to my brother. Shout out to my brother. He is like the king because, you know, he's college student struggling on a budget.
Yeah.
Me, I will use my last $10.50 to eat dinner. If dinner is $10.50 or dinner is $9, I got $10.50 left. I'm gonna eat dinner, and I'm gonna just be like, ooh. All right, maybe have leftovers, but I'm not a eat sleep for dinner kind of girl. Like I'm a eat. So the real things is in a realistic world is if I go to the gym, if I eat 3 times a day, and if I make content. And that's a nice Monday leading into the week because I'm real like I'm a routine kind of person. Like I don't really need like new stuff when it comes to my core routine. Like I can do the same thing Monday through Friday and I'll be okay with that. Of course, adding a couple like things in there, but like my core routine, like we could keep it we could keep it the same, you know?
Right.
But that is definitely something that like, that's my realistic routine that I plan on getting to post-grad.
Right.
When school's not into play, I feel like I'm gonna have so much more time.
Right.
Like so much more time.
Right.
Granted, I'm gonna be working, but just so much more time to do other things. So
and because routine builds habits too, like I really wanted us to try to talk about like why we feel like we should incorporate certain things into our routine. So for you, like making content and how like our ideal routine like relates to our goals. So
for sure.
building content, like for you want to incorporate content into your routine because like that's what makes the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what you want to do.
Yeah.
Working out. You said something about like you want to, you know, maintain your health like through fitness. So, like that's another thing. And the matcha is just for the good taste, honestly. Like,
the matcha gets me through the day.
Just to get you going.
Through the day. And I forgot my devotions as well. I'm starting to wanting to learn how to do them, or not wanting to learn how to do them. I want to start doing them in the morning. I like doing them at night, but I feel like setting the foundation for your day.
Yeah.
I like to do them in the morning.
Facts.
I've been doing nighttime, but definitely like that's another like thing I need to work on and make a habit of is doing my devotions in the morning before I get on my phone, before I get on TikTok, before I text people back, look at emails, like doing my devotions, starting my mornings with God for real, because that'll make a bad day a great one. I need to start. That's the matcha
right there. For real.
That's the matcha. That's the matcha. The devotion is the matcha for sure.
So Savine, what's your ideal routine, and how do you feel like your ideal routine like aligns with the goals that you have for yourself?
Okay. So in a perfect world, you know, my imagination, if I could do this, I feel, especially on a Sunday, I wish I could at least go to church like every Sunday, like I used to, because I grew up in a Catholic school, mass every Friday, and I'm Roman Catholic, so I would either go on Sundays too at 10:30 mass. And I feel I haven't tuned in with that. So I feel if I go to mass more often, I feel like it would just set my whole week.
Yeah.
Because you always want to hear the word of the gospel. And I haven't been to church in a long time. So even though I try to go on campus a little bit, get a little prayer here and then, but that's definitely I'll add in my routine. Meal prep. I'll be seeing it. I want to meal prep so badly, but I just I just want to eat everything.
Yeah.
But I want to have my grilled chicken. I love salads. I want to make sure salads are incorporated in my week. Make sure I eat more greens, more protein. I definitely want to eat more healthier. What else? Get to work on time. That is a struggle I've been having. 9:30, it's pushing 9:45.
Ooh, girl, when we get to the
I
real
know.
world,
That's what I'm trying to get myself into. That's what I'm trying to do. Sabine, wake up. So I make sure I set an alarm early enough to make sure I have enough time I can relax.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when you wake up, you're just bada bing, bada boom. Like you're just getting up, getting ready, go to work. But like I want to get up, get ready, and actually relax to myself, prepare myself like I have a day. So definitely as well. In a perfect world, as well, Kiara, content. I think everybody always want to do content. Definitely YouTube channel. It's been talked about it for, I guess, the longest. It's coming. I don't know.
Since I met you, Sabine.
Girl, you're not the only one. My friend in high school, she's like, girl, you supposed to been do that. I'm like, I know, but I wish I could add that as well. My routine is just, I feel like I've been working, especially my internship. So my routine is mass, meal prep, get to work on time, and also have a time in my day where I could just relax.
Yeah.
I feel like I just get back from work, I sleep, homework, and shower, go to sleep. I feel like I don't have time where I just actually sit there, do a little skincare mask, watch the news. I have no problem watching the news. I haven't watched the news in such a... Exactly. My parents wake up, they watch the news. Like, I wish I could add that in my routine. Like, I got cable. And I have not used to watch. I love Channel 7. My mom's an ABC girl, okay? CNN. And I feel like just staying up to date what's going on in the world, despite I know there's bad things going on, but like just staying up to date, the market, what's going on.
Yeah, it's important.
Like social media could do so much, but just watching the news, getting that instant news before social media, I feel like I need that in my routine.
It's important. Honestly, my ideal routine, I had to write it down because I know I would forget, but exercise about 3 to 4 times a week, which some weeks I do, some weeks I don't. Last week I didn't.
It'd be like that.
I think I went to the gym once. No. Oh, I didn't go to the gym. I did an at-home workout. And it was only for like 15, 20 minutes.
Look, something, you gotta, Chloe better than nothing.
Hey,
somewhere.
Chloe Ting. That's my girl. Chloe Ting.
But Chloe Ting will get you right for sure. And I like this it's really not a couple, but for some reason their YouTube channel is called Mr. and Miss Muscle. But it's really like the Miss Muscle who really be doing it for real. And she be getting me right because her workouts are like high intensity workouts for real. And they real quick 15 minutes, but you're gonna sweat and you're not gonna want to do nothing else for the day for real. So exercise 3 to 4 times a week, drink 4 to 5 bottles of water daily. I really used to be a heavy water drinker, but like in college, when you live in dorms, like you run out of that 1 pack and you ain't going to the grocery store no time soon, like you may just be out of water for a minute. And sometimes I find myself like not drinking water. I'm just like, hey, like you have to drink water. Like you can't just not drink water. But the problem is our school, like say you do want to get a bottle of water with your meal, it's Dasani. And I'm just like, I need a good Poland Spring. Like I can't just be drinking Dasani. Like what? I'd rather drink ginger ale over Dasani, which is bad, but it's just like I'd rather drink
real quick.
I'd rather drink ginger ale than Dasani. Like why is that the basis water that y'all giving me? I don't like that. So anyways, St. John's University, anybody listening to this from St. John's, I need y'all to switch up to Poland Spring. I know y'all got to deal with Coca-Cola or whatever, but like it's just not good for us, okay? So drink 4 to 5 bottles of water daily, at least 2 to 3 sermons a week on like YouTube, just quick YouTube sermons, not even quick because they don't really be quick, but at least getting them in per week. I feel like it's good because on Sundays, like sometimes I'll be forgetting. And so I feel like when I incorporate them into my weekly, it's really good for me. And I've been doing that. That's something that I definitely have been incorporating into my routine a lot because I'm a YouTube watcher. Like some people love Netflix, some people love Hulu. I like watching YouTube. I like watching interviews. I like watching real stuff. Like if I am on Netflix, I'm watching documentaries. Same. So like I'm not really just like, you know, watching like shows and stuff like that. I do have a couple shows that I like lately. But if I find myself getting too deep into any show and I haven't really like tuned in with the Word of God, then I like, you know, had that voice inside and be like, oh, so you're gonna watch that instead of this? Like I mentioned in previous episodes. So that's definitely something I want to incorporate into my routine. Daily devotionals. I have a devotional book called Praying Through It by William Murphy, which is really good because it's kind of like a modern devotional, but it's not super modern, but like he says certain stuff where it's like, okay, but like it's just super relatable. It goes by like every day. It's for 365 days a week. So if you know, listening to this, please go cop that book on Amazon. It's really good. But just incorporating that, like sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't. So really doing my daily devotionals, doing my assignments, like my homework assignments. I'm probably behind on like 3 right now. But 2 weeks ago I was behind on like 6. So, you know, I'm trying to get it together. It's progress. But I'm trying to get it together. It's senior year. I have senior writers. We all have senior writers. I don't want to do no assignments no more.
It's really bad.
I don't want to do nothing. Like I just want to worry about my real life. Like I'm not
over.
Trying
this
to
last semester was pulling teeth.
Yeah, like
to get to that class is pulling teeth. I miss syllabus week.
I just don't have it in me to do busy work no more. Like I'm about to graduate. I don't want to like post no discussion post or nothing. Like I don't want to do busy work. I really don't. So it's just not in me. Like a lot of the seniors I've been talking to is like, girl, I haven't submitted assignments since like back then. I'm just like, oh my God.
And the thing that
I don't feel so bad.
Yeah, but I'm also like, all right, y'all, we got 1 month left. We got to pass.
I'm showing up this month to class. I'm showing up. I've been showing up to class lately. I've been showing up. My 9:05, my music class, I'm right there. I'll get that 8:55 on the dot.
On time.
Yes, because you know about, and I'm the first person on the attendance. My last name was like, hey, they gonna know I'm not here or not. So
yeah,
senior writers, man,
it's just bad. But that would be like my weekly routine, like just, you know, holding myself accountable to those things. Also creating content, like, or just working on a piece of content per week. Sometimes I go like 2-3 weeks without just working on anything. I still have like 2 reels that I need to work on that I haven't worked on. I have all the footage for it and everything. Nothing's edited, nothing's cropped, nothing's done. So it's just like, it's just too much, y'all. But that would be my ideal routine, and everything in that routine I feel like will definitely put me on the right path. But it's important because like I'll do things or like, you know, have these certain habits that are just like not aligning me with my goals. And sometimes I have to check myself like, okay, Kaylin, like you want to get an A in this class. Well, how you going to get an A in this class? And you haven't submitted an assignment yet. Or you know what I'm saying? Like just little stuff like that. So I think it's good to really reevaluate your day-to-day habits. Like have that ideal routine, but then ask yourself like, okay, so like, am I really doing this? Or what am I doing? And what am I not doing? And like, why am I not doing this? And really just trying to reevaluate it. As far as me not doing assignments, I just feel like, once again, that's senioritis. As far as me not going to the gym, that's laziness. Not like feeling like it. And the gym is a little walk to a campus. So sometimes I just be like, I just don't want to do this walk. It's raining or it's snowing or it's windy.
I know from the dorm to
whatever
the gym.
It is.
Shoot.
Yes, bro. Like, it's almost like a 10-minute walk. And
it's your pre-workout, honestly.
It really is your pre-cardio.
It's a walk.
It really is your pre-cardio. So that's my ideal weekly. That's my ideal weekly routine. But I just wanted to like open up the conversation with that, because it's just like, okay, let's talk about what our ideal routines are and just get a check for where we are. And for everyone listening, write out what your ideal routine is per week. Like, per week, it could be realistic, something that's doable, something that's achievable, and then reevaluate what you really doing in a week. And then try to figure out what's not aligning. And after this, I'm definitely going to go home and try to get that together, because it's not aligning. And I don't know if it doesn't seem like it's aligning for any of us right now.
No, but I mean, that's okay. Like, I feel like also you're going to create a routine for yourself, but 9 times out of 10, something's not going to get done.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to get off routine. You're going to get off the beaten path of what you set up for yourself for the week, for real. So how do you guys feel like you bounce back from that? I feel like this semester too, for me, has been many weeks of getting off routine, many weeks of not hitting the nail on everything that I needed to do. But what is that one thing that, or if it's Sunday night and you sitting down, you like, look, I'm getting my life together. You looking in the mirror, you're like, I got to get my life together. I feel like that's something I hear my friends say all the time. I got to get my life together. Like, I got to get it together. I got to figure it out.
That's literally what it is. Getting my life together. I got to get it together.
Like, what are you guys' let's say 3 things that you use to be like, all right, look, I'm getting my life together. I'm getting my routine. I'm getting back on routine, back on track.
I got an agenda.
Okay.
I love my agenda. I put everything in my agenda. I got a doctor appointment you got to go here. I feel like I'm a planner. Everyone says that, all my friends. I love to plan everything. So I like to plan out in advance. So I feel if I don't follow my agenda, I'd be so upset. I'll be looking at agenda. Girls, you supposed to do this yesterday. Now you did it. Now I got to put it on Friday now and make it extra, So that's one thing as well. When I write out like my manifestations, and I'd be like, girl, you could have got this so easily. Like, why are you writing this down? So I feel when I write that down, I just be like, sometimes I stop myself. So I feel like if I'm not on track or I'm not on the right path or anything like that, I go to my journal. And I just write out my manifestation and my goals, because I feel like when I see myself write it, it gives me this energy like, all right, girl, you wrote it. Let's go get it done. So I feel it's that. And third, I don't even know, to be honest. I'm really tongue-tied. I couldn't say, but I feel like it would be my manifestations as well. Ooh, y'all gotta help me. I don't even know.
I mean, 2 is good, honestly.
Yeah, for me, it's just like you said, Key, like that one Sunday where you just like, okay, I gotta get it together. Like, sometimes it just hits me, because sometimes you can get caught into whatever your routine is. Everyone has a routine, whether you realize it or not. Like, you wake up, you go through your week, and you have some sort of routine that is, making you get the results that you have right now. So honestly, sometimes it takes that realization, that sudden realization, like, okay, like, I'm flustered about classes, or I'm overwhelmed with classes. Why am I overwhelmed with classes? Oh, because you're behind on about 2 to 3 assignments. Okay, if I do these assignments, I wouldn't be overwhelmed. So sometimes it takes me like acknowledging the way I feel and figuring out what habits I'm creating for myself as to why like I'm getting that result. So like if I'm feeling overwhelmed with school because of my missing assignments, then I need to do my assignments. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I just don't care, I just don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I do care. You know what I'm saying? I'm low-key a nerd. So it's like, if I'm feeling overwhelmed with school, I just need to do my stuff. It's that hard realization, like, okay, why am I not growing this way on this social media platform? Oh, because you're inconsistent. So get it together with your consistency. Like, it's that hard realization. Sometimes it just takes that conversation with yourself where you're just like, okay, why am I not where I want to be? Oh, because you're doing this, that, and the third. And it's just like, okay, so what I need to do to get there? This, that, and the third. Okay, cool. Let me go that way. And also, when you sit back and think about where you could have been if you were to abide by your ideal routine, it kind of makes you feel like, dang, like I'm really sleeping on my own potential. I'm really wasting my own time because I could have been did this if I set this ideal routine. I could have been met this goal weight if I went to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. I could have been had slim thick, which y'all cute. That's my favorite video, slim thick, which y'all cute.
I follow her on TikTok. I love watching her
videos.
Yeah, Mama Carl.
She OG, shout out to you.
She is.
But yeah, like I could have been had that body weight, or I could have been reached my body goal if I went to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. I could have been hit this milestone. I could have been did this, been did that. But what's stopping me? I'm stopping me. My habits is what's stopping me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being lazy is what's stopping me. Procrastinating is what's stopping me. So it's like sometimes it really be you, you know? So it takes that hard realization, but you don't want to get stuck in a cycle of your bad habits. So it takes the realization. It takes to step back and reevaluate yourself. Like, okay, why am I not reaching these certain goals? Why am I not doing this? Why am I not doing that? Because you're not doing what you need to do. So it could be on a Sunday, it could be on a Monday, it could be on a Tuesday, whatever random day. Sometimes it just hits. But I feel like it helps when at the end of each week, you kind of have like a weekly check-in with yourself. So Sundays, I like Sundays to be my reset days where it's like, okay, let me go over the last week I had. What did I do? What did I not do? And what can I do this week to get right back on track? You know what I'm saying? Whether that's catching up on all my assignments last minute, whether that's editing all the content that I need to edit, whatever it is, having that one day out of the week where you reset. It could be Sunday, it could be Monday, it could be whatever day. Like I said, having one day out the week where you kind of check in with yourself over the week you just had. Don't do it once a month. I feel like a monthly is too long because you really need to reevaluate your weeks. Weeks turn into months, months turn into years. So you need to reevaluate your weeks, your days, and what you're doing to actively work towards your goals because they're not just going to fall out the sky. So you have to make sure that your habits, your routine aligns with where you want to see yourself in the next year, in the next months, in the next weeks. Like, reevaluate it. And so that's what gets me back in check is that reality check with myself, that check-in with myself, and just being real with myself. Like, don't be oblivious to your own bad habits for real.
Facts. I mean, the same thing with y'all. Planning and Sunday reset are kind of like my two things. And what I had to get out of the habit of is creating a toxic routine. You know, something to where it's like, okay, I'm planning this, I'm doing everything I said I was going to do. But then again, I'm also like beating myself up and then becoming into a place of stagnancy. I don't even know if that's a word, or being stagnant in a place where it's like, okay, I'm not doing this. So I'm just like, you essentially just don't do nothing, you know, to where it's like, I'm not hitting these goals that I need to hit, you know, but I don't end up doing anything. And then I get in a rewind of a funk of like, okay, like that's when I become inconsistent. And that's when I don't really hit everything. I feel like it's like what helps for me is creating a soft routine, like a little draft of a routine, or like, these are the things that I need to do this week. And I like my top 3 things that I need to hit, and everything else that I know I already need to do is going to fall into place after, you know, to where it's like, cause then I start to beat myself up about it. And kind of like you were saying, like, you know, you get mad at yourself and push Tuesday to Friday, and, you know, and I feel like for me, that becomes so toxic. Cause it's like, I'm living week by week in a sense to where it's like, I'm not living in the moment of, you already have an understanding of things you need to get done.
You do.
You have what you need to do, what you don't need to do, and the things that are at the top of the priority list. So knowing that you have that, you know, those are things that have to be through your Monday to Sunday, or whatever you want to put it. Exactly. Everything else is something that I kind of just live loosely by, because it's like I will become in a toxic space of living so boom, 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 boom. Monday this, 1 through 5. And that's just terrible for me. So it's like being realistic with yourself and setting a draft routine. I think that's what I'm starting to do, is just being less hard on myself. Like this toxic image of routine can get, like, routines are good, but sometimes routines can be bad.
They can be
like,
too.
It can be so toxic in a way to where it's like you're trying to compete with yourself or live up to what you wrote down on a paper, when 9 times out of 10, sometimes you're not going to get there every single time. Like, you're going to have the missing assignment. You're going to have the missed gym day. You're going to have the alarm go off to get to work on time. And you might be 5 minutes late to work. Like, it's stuff like that. Life happens. Like, it really does. Evaluating your habits, making sure you're looking at the good and the bad, and then moving forward and learning from them for real is what helps me, honestly.
That's so important. Honestly, I like that you brought up the fact that routines can be toxic, which is why I feel like when you're setting a routine for yourself, do so week by week, because some weeks you don't have to set like one ideal routine like I did, like, okay, exercise 3-4 times a week. Like, that's why I said ideal, because you may have those weeks where it's like, I just don't want to do that, or that's not what you need. So it's also about being in tune with yourself on what it is you feel you need. You may need alone time. You may need that space to yourself. You may need to not be in the gym, or, you know what I'm saying? You may not need to do these things. So it's also about being in tune with yourself so you can listen to what it is that you actually need that week. Maybe you do need to stay inside. Maybe you don't need to stress about school. And I also feel like we now live in a time where we brought up, when we were talking about this episode and creating this episode, a topic that got brought up is like aesthetically pleasing routines. Like, I feel like we now are in this era, especially when it comes to like TikTok culture, just real culture, where everyone is just like Monday routine, and it's like the cup of coffee,
dim your camera,
then you dim the camera a little bit.
It just looks so nice.
I do this, I do that. Y'all, realistically, I promise you, these people not doing that every single day.
They planned it.
So
They did a
don't
content
beat
day and
yourself
planned it.
up. Yeah, it comes with a whole lot of planning. You gotta set the camera up.
Whole lot of
You gotta
fluff.
put the brightness at a certain level. You gotta time it.
True, I be doing it.
This exactly.
My room can be a tornado on one side, and the other side everything is clean and perfect and put together and nice, and my tripod is there, and I just look like everything is together and everything is clean. And it's, look, y'all, one little tilt and I look like I'm a hoarder. I look like I'm a hoarder. So it's not like everything is not what it seems.
It's not what it seems, and it's important to not base other people's routine on like what your routine should be. Like, don't go on TikTok, don't go on Instagram and look at your favorite influencer and be like, okay, they're at this point in their life and I desire to be right where they are, and this is what they said their routine is, so I need to do this. First and foremost, and I feel like we always talk about this topic so much, but first and foremost, like, everyone's journey looks so different. So you don't ever want to desire to be where someone else is, because you really don't even know like the half of what it took for them to get there. And, you know, you just don't see everything. So never desire to like be in like a person's same position. You can be inspired by where they are in their life, but you don't ever want to be like, okay, this influencer did this or this celebrity did this, so like I need to do that too, because that may not even be you. So just because they woke up earlier, they did this and they did that, and this is what they said their routine is, doesn't mean that that's what that looks like for you. So you really need to like tap in with yourself and figure out what it is that you need in your life right now. It may not be that aesthetically pleasing routine that you get shown that really is not real, but
it looks
like
good.
It
but
looks
it's not
good,
real.
but it's not real. Sometimes routine is not meant to be cute. Routine is not meant to be aesthetically pleasing. Accomplishing your goals is not meant to be aesthetically pleasing.
Exactly.
It's ugly. You know what I'm saying? It's
And
ugly.
social media
It's
makes you
sacrifice.
think that a lot of things are just peaches and roses and daisies.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, it takes grind. It takes getting real ugly.
Yeah.
It takes, getting down and locking in on yourself.
Right.
And that does not look pretty all the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't look cute. It doesn't look picture worthy, TikTok worthy. It's not darkening your camera. Get it dim. Like, it's not none of that. And
It's
you have to
locking
understand
in.
that. Yeah. Like,
It's locking in.
life doesn't look pretty sometimes when you're on the come up, or even when you're just living in it. Like, life is not always amazing. It's not always great. It's not always gonna look good,
Right.
So like, understanding and appreciating that will help you, I feel like, with creating a routine that is good for you and only you.
Exactly. Only you. That's so important.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta be
so important.
realistic with yourself. I feel
Yeah.
social media, I'm not gonna lie, I love I'll be watching people's routines. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen people on YouTube, they be dropping their daily
It's fun to
routine.
watch.
It's
And
fun.
you get
It's
inspired
interesting.
by it too. I'm not gonna lie, because sometimes you look at it and you're just like, okay, maybe I should start doing this.
Yeah.
But it's not something that you
That's
should
what
like
I'm saying.
live by.
Exactly. Like, you shouldn't have to like follow, because everybody, you don't even know behind the scenes. I'm telling you, a camera could alter a lot of things.
Yeah,
okay.
man.
You add a filter, you put a title, Monday, shoot. It's probably not even Monday, girl. She did it on her day off. She didn't do this on her Monday. Like, it be like that. You tell me she woke up on Monday, she did all this. I'll never forget. This girl, she woke up at 7 a.m. I said, Cap. You did this
5 a.m. workout.
She woke up freshly.
Some people do it.
Opened the blinds, all that, made her coffee, shower, and all that. I was like, you did this at 7 a.m. Girl, you was lying. You did not do that at 7 a.m. Nah, there are people that do. I know some people that do it, but girl, you did this on a Saturday. It's Monday, 7 a.m. You did this. Girl, I know what you're doing behind the social media. But hey, it caught attention, caught people's eye, got views, whatever. Like, you could alter someone's like vision. Like,
For sure.
I feel like, and it's between yourself and your eye. Like, I feel if you like things pleasing and you go by things pleasing, that's not how you should live by life.
No.
You got to go with your energy, what's going inside of you, how you feel. That's how you feel. You want to wake up and get Starbucks, go get it. But don't do it if you see somebody else do it.
Yeah,
Life
don't
is
act
case
off,
by case.
Yeah, don't act off what other people do. Life is not aesthetically pleasing. Life is not supposed to be aesthetically pleasing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So we can highlight those moments and curate things to look a certain way because, you know, that's the era we're in. But people just take it too literal in our generation. And it's really sad. I mean, I feel like we were fortunate enough to like, you know, we're 2000s babies. And like 2000s babies, honestly, we're really like in the middle. Cause like my sister is born in 2002 and that's the best way I can describe it. Like she's a 2002 baby and like she's so different than me. Like I promise you, like she's way more media savvy than I am. Like she just gets it. And I'm just like, what? But also like a lot of things that like her generation does is like we just don't do because we were in that middle.
We were
like,
playing outside till the street lights came.
Yeah, no,
Granted,
we were
2001, maybe
Nickelodeon, they had that day they shut off the channel for you to go play. They don't do that.
It was really different for us because like I remember like we still grew up with like the old phones. Like I had a flip phone. I had a
ladybug.
I had a sidekick.
My mom, my dad,
I had a keyboard.
in the house phone.
Yeah, I had a keyboard. They used to call it like the track phones, like where you only could call your mom and your siblings. You couldn't call nobody else on the phone and 911. That was about it. But like that phone, the little keyboard phone, like I remember having the first iPhone. I remember when my mom first got the iPhone and how it looked.
I remember that too.
All of that stuff. Like I put stickers on the back of mine. Like she gave it to me when she got the upgraded one. And I was like, oh my God, I went to school. Like it didn't even have service on it. But I was just
I have an iPhone.
But the iPod, all of that stuff. So I feel like we grew up with technology versus in it. And so same with social media. Like we grew up with Instagram, with Facebook. We didn't do MySpace, but we grew up with Instagram, with Facebook. So it's like we grew up kind of with these things and we're able to see like the evolution of it versus like in it. And so it's so weird to me. Like I'd be looking back at pictures of myself when I was like 13, 14, and I really looked a hot mess. And sometimes nowadays, like you be looking at these girls, I'd be like, oh my God, you're 14 years old.
Jody Wood.
Like when I was
the first person that comes to my mind.
Sister,
Jody Woods is so put together, so beautiful. Her fits, her makeup, her hair.
Right.
Y'all, when I was her age.
I know this stuff.
Oh my God. A hot mess.
I looked a hot mess.
I just learned how to do eyebrows. My eyebrows was blocked.
I didn't know how to do makeup.
Like,
no, nothing.
I was not into clothes. I remember the stores I was shopping. Y'all telling me you shopping while I'm shopping? I was not in Zara yet. I probably hit Zara like
I was at Forever 21 with my I Love Tacos shirt on.
Oh my God.
I was a wet seal gal.
My shoes.
I loved wet seal.
Justice. Like, and I was really doing
Wet
it.
seal was the store.
All about
Wet seal, Traffic, Top Shop.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, Top Shop.
Top
Top Shop. Ooh, if I
Top
was
Shop
wanting to
was
get
the Zara. Top Shop was the Zara back then.
If I wanted to get cute, I was like, Mom, we gotta go to Top Shop.
Yeah,
like, we gotta go.
And when Kylie did that collaboration with Top Shop, oh my God.
Literally, I remember. I was talking about my friend. Remember when crop tops was really getting popping? The high-waisted jeans.
High-waisted jeans.
If you wasn't wearing if you was still on mid and low rise, what was wrong with you? Fashion Nova jeans, I will never forget. When Fashion Nova jeans became a thing, I was still living in California. Yes, and there was Fashion Nova stores.
Yeah, y'all had the Fashion Nova stores. We had that.
They're still there. And oh my gosh, I used to go in there. I got my Fashion Nova jeans.
Ooh,
I'm feeling they was making your butt look nice.
Oh yeah, Fashion Nova jeans.
8th grade, like
they was popping. I remember when I first bought mine. I remember.
And they was only lit four jeans for real.
Yeah, it was Fashion Nova jeans. That was like the thing. Fashion Nova jeans. You knew your body was gonna look nice at your little age. Your butt was gonna look nice. Your waist was
high school.
Yeah, high school. 14, 13. Yeah,
high school around that time.
If you lived in California, all my West Coast people, you know, you was wearing Fashion Nova jeans back when it was just jeans in the mall, not really online, not really Instagram for real. Like you had to go to the mall and get your jeans for your what were we doing in 8th grade? There was parties in 8th grade, 6th grade?
8th grade, you had homecoming dance and stuff like that.
In middle school, y'all did?
In middle school, I had a homecoming. Every year.
I can't even. I had a dance, but that was for graduation season. Like they had a graduation week. We had a barbecue. Yeah. They made us have like, I ain't gonna lie, I had a little fake prom dress. I remember it was a coral. Oh my gosh, I can't even look bad. It was a coral dress and my braids bun.
Yeah.
I know that's right. You was giving it to the girls.
Yes, it was. Like back in these kids, I was telling my friend, like, girl, when we was 16, we was not looking like that. Like we thought we was good enough. And these girls, I'm like, what? I probably didn't get my first designer bag till I graduated high school.
Yeah.
Like these girls is really Birkins, this and that. I'm like, all right, all right.
It's the power of social media. And it's just you just have to be really careful with it. We talk a lot about this on our podcast too, but like you just have to be really careful with it. Like we ain't saying, oh, forget social media, don't be on it, because like there's power in content, there's power in like social media in general. It's done a lot. Like it's transformed the way we do business. It's transformed branding. Like it's transformed every industry. Social media has literally transformed every single industry. So it's important to be on it, but you cannot live by it, and you can't take everything so seriously. Feel insecure when you get on it. Like we always talk about, be careful with who you choose to place on your timeline. Like, be careful with who you follow. You don't have to follow every single celebrity. You don't have to follow the shade room. You don't have to follow the baller alerts unless, like, you just have to know gossip. But, like, sometimes it's good to not be so caught up in that kind of culture. Yeah. Like, you know when to take social media breaks. I feel like social media breaks are essential because in living in this generation, we always are on Instagram. We're always on TikTok, especially TikTok. Oh my gosh, TikTok, you could be scrolling for so long, and you take up so much time of your day and you don't even realize it. But like, social media breaks are essential to incorporate into your routine. I think monthly at least. Like every month, choose like 5 days where you just don't get on social media at all and see how you feel. I feel like you may have FOMO for like the first day, but trust me, your friends will keep you updated. If something pop off, the group chat will keep you updated. Your girls will let you know, like, you are not missing out on anything by just going 5 days ghost. And I did that challenge. I made a YouTube video about it too. I hope I didn't delete it, but I did that challenge, and I literally I documented how I felt each day. So like the first day I was like, but like the second, third day, I was like, I feel good. Like I feel energized. I'm focused. Like I can think clearly on what it is I need to do because I didn't hop on TikTok and see what somebody else was doing and feel like I needed to do that. I could hop on TikTok and Airbnb owner could be talking about why you need to own Airbnbs. And now I'm stuck in this Airbnb hole. And I'm like,
let me go get an Airbnb.
How do I get a business loan and open up a business card and try to, get that? And God is like, you don't need to be doing that right now. So it's like sometimes like social media will have you like feeling you need to do certain stuff because a guru told you this is what you need to be doing. But that's not where you need to be at in your life right now. But when you get off of it for days, then it kind of allows you to get back focused and get back in tuned as to like what it is that you really need to be doing for real. And you just don't get distracted by what everybody else is doing. It's too much noise. It really is.
It's time to start living life case by case. Like understanding that your life is going to look so different from somebody else's life. Your routine is going to look so different from the other person's routine, but really realizing what works for you, what's good for you, what helps you, and what isn't toxic is something that it's time to, it's time, ladies and gents, it's time to live case by case and understand that your life is not going to look like somebody else's. Yeah, you got to do what's best for you.
And not beating yourself up about it, and that's okay. And I feel
not wanting to be Jedi
moments. Yeah, like we've all had those.
It's the TikTok, y'all. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know the TikTok picture is like, I'm going to be Jedi.
I love it. I love that TikTok. I love Terry, by the way. I'm my favorite TikToker.
Oh my gosh, he be killing me.
Bro.
He be mad close to the camera.
Like, all right, Tear.
I love it. I want to be real.
Sometimes we just got to
But it's true. But that's the thing. Girls nowadays, like the fact, like, I want to be Jada Waiter. I ain't going to lie. I used to follow Jada back in the day. And it's just like, I'm like, okay, I see this girl, but I'm not trying to live up to this girl. I actually seen her journey. Now everybody wants to be that Jada Weda. They want to be Ari. They want to be that.
But y'all don't even know what come with that type of life for real.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop desiring what you don't know, because you can be desiring something that you really don't want
or not ready for.
Exactly.
It's not fun for real. Like fame to me is like it's a lot. Like
it's a
any famous person will tell you like. Yeah, when I was not famous, I used to be like, "Oh, I want to be famous," and now that I'm here, I'm just like, "Ooh, I kind of want to be low key."
Everybody has an opinion. Like you're so used to a circle, you know who's talking about you, you know who feels the type of way. But now you got millions of people looking at you. I tell when it comes to fame, it's a decision. Either you do it or not. Yeah, you have to understand what comes with that. Fame is a tricky thing. It's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time because it's just. so many energies. You're around a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to get influenced. That's a whole nother topic.
I feel like
episode.
People judge your every move.
Yes.
People judge you for being human. Like, people judge you for making those mistakes. They put you on a pedestal.
Exactly.
That's just like, hold on, I'm just like y'all. I'm just a little more known because of this, that, and the third. But like, I'm literally just like y'all. And I feel like that's why I be really feeling for Jada when she be going through what she's going through. Because I'm just like, she's really a girl. We've all been there before. We've all been in her. Like,
I be saying the same thing. That's why I don't have like, people like, I don't like her. I'm like, you don't understand because she is a female. I'm a female. I understand like guys just be trash, okay? Yeah. And especially in the media, people calling you dumb.
Yeah.
Girls been called dumb. Imagine multiple people call you dumb.
Yeah.
I give her props waking up every day and deep doing
Yeah, like y'all typing behind a screen about me.
Exactly.
Like, at the end of the day,
it's her relationship. You can't judge her relationship. For instance, Ari, that whole incident. She was a girl when the relationship went wrong, and there was infidelity. She's still hurt. She has a child. You have to understand, like, I can't, despite there's things that she said don't seem right to me, but at the end of the day, they are human, they are girls. Like, like I feel like for these it girls, like, if you have that mindset, like, you can't just judge them because at the end of the day, like, if I was in their shoes, I would understand because it'd be hard. And it's just, if you experience those things, you would understand why they're acting like that. And I give them props, waking up every day, posting, doing this stuff, being in front of people.
It's not easy.
It's a lot. And honestly, first of all, you got to have a good routine to be in the fame industry because you are up early. If you're not an early person, that is not for you.
Yeah.
Because I think I was watching Red Table Talk. Will Smith, he popping in the news now. But I was watching Table Talk with Kevin Hart and Will Smith, and they were shooting at 7 a.m. I'm thinking, like, it's 2 p.m. I'm like, wow. Like, if you want to be in the industry, you got to know it takes time and dedication. And I give props to those girls, especially people coming at you every day. I feel bad. People make videos. People gossip.
There's this whole gossip culture. The girl who just got sued by Cardi B for just saying a whole bunch of lies, Tasha K. And like, she actually has a huge following, like a very huge following, huge subscriber count. And I'm just like, yo, this girl really made so much money off of lies. That's kind of crazy to me. But like, gossip culture is so big nowadays. Even just like the whole shade room. And
everybody's nosy.
Ball alert. Everyone is nosy.
I know. The shade room be ODing sometimes. They be doing, I saw this shoe with this shoe, and I think they together. How? Like,
oh my gosh, they the feds for real.
It's crazy.
They really the feds, and I'm just like, and people be so invested into it. That's why I'm just like, y'all, it's important. Don't follow pages like that all the time, or be listening to all of that gossip, because like we discussed in our last episode, elevate your surroundings. Be careful with your surroundings, but be careful with what you consume, because that also becomes you. Like, you are what you consume. So if all you like to be into is what other people are doing with their life, you gonna watch your own life go by, and you're not even gonna really be doing nothing because you so caught up on what everybody else is doing. But the whole gossip culture like really irritates me sometimes. Like, it's good and it's cool to, talk about certain things, learn from other people's mistakes. But if it comes to a point where it's like you really just gossiping just to be gossiping and talking about other people, that's when I just can't even be around you for real. Like, I don't like that.
You waste your life away. You made a great point. Like, you look up and you're in the same spot, and you're so busy figuring out what this person is doing with, wearing. Like, you waste your life away.
Yeah, and sometimes we do it too. Like, and maybe not in a gossip way, but just being caught up in what other people are doing. That's what social media is. When you find yourself scrolling, it's 9 times out of 10 because a topic caught your eye or somebody caught your eye, and now you looking at their life and what they doing and what they posting and trying to compare and contrast. So that's why I feel like those breaks are so important, because it allows you to reset and really rethink on what it is that you need to be doing. So elevate your habits, y'all. Evaluate your habits for real, because it really will make or break your future. It'll make or break the goals that you accomplish and just where you're at in life, for real. I'm telling you. So that's about it, y'all, for real. I don't really have much else to say. We could go on and on about it.
We really could. We could talk especially for social media. I'm like, I have points coming up in my head, and I'm like, no, look, Let me save it for another time, because we're talking about habits right now. But it is important to just realize all the things that go into your habits and have influence over your routine, for real.
Right. But I'm excited for these next 3 episodes though, for real. Like, we're really about to get into so many different aspects of, elevating your life. So like previous episodes, we talked about elevating your surroundings, the importance of non-negotiables with friendships, non-negotiables with relationships. This episode, we talked about evaluating your habits, the importance of routine, because routine is what builds habits. But we're going to get into more specific things, finances, style, appearance, skincare, like all types of stuff. And we're going to have people come on and really like get into it. Because if you listen to our first episode, there's a whole lot of areas in our life where we still ain't 100% yet.
Yes.
So we got to have the experts come on to really put us on.
Getting right for the summertime. Like, it's about to be summer.
It's about to be summer.
Yeah.
And summertime, everybody be like, okay, have fun, turn up, sun's out, buns out. No. Like it's time to get focused. So we gonna have the experts come on here, really sit down, talk to us,
get
about
into it,
stuff, and just get into some things.
Yes.
Get into some things.
To the nitty gritty.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 3, y'all. Okay, we already the third episode of this season.
Halfway there.
All right. And stay tuned because we about to, as Kaylin said, we dropping some gems. We're going to have some special guests that are coming. So stay tuned for this season because it's all about elevating.
Yes.
And make sure you follow us on Instagram at K2Pod. And also don't forget to subscribe.
Yes.
Okay. We on YouTube, y'all. We on a YouTube timing now. Okay.
Yes.
So stay tuned. See you guys next week.
See you guys next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.